What's up, y'all? It's D, about to react to this vid by B with the T. It's titled, Pretty V is tired of B Simone's excuses, shades her over I'm broke confession. Oh. And in the thumbnail, it says, go get a job. Oh, I thought they were friends. And that's the thing. People love to throw around this friend title. They love to throw it around. We friends, we best friends. And then stuff like this end up coming out. But sure, I didn't know B Simone was saying she's broke. But all right, let's watch.
Okay, you guys, so is it getting messy between Pretty V and B Simone? So B Simone confessed on her podcast that she was completely broke.
It's my finances. Like,
oh, is this the same podcast?
the budgeting, you see how I am. Nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
Yeah.
Like,
I saw this headline. I didn't watch the actual video, but I saw something about, B Simone talks about like shopping at H&M or something like that. But I didn't look deeper into it. I was like, I don't really care. Kept scrolling. But okay, so this is what it was referring to. So she's saying that she got to go to H&M, so that makes her broke.
It's in me now, just nitpicking, and it's not even. I just don't have it like to spend the liquid. Yeah, I'm used to having liquid. I'm used to seeing a certain amount in my account. But
it's also a video going around, which is a clip off of B Simone's podcast, where her friend was offered an opportunity.
She enjoyed
it. And it came off like B Simone was jealous that her friend got this opportunity that she couldn't take credit for. Take a listen.
Recently, I had this opportunity and I called you and I told you about it. And you were just like, okay. And you called me back.
I called her right back, y'all. I was so convicted. I was so convicted.
You were like, I don't like how I felt when you told me that. And I was like, what do you mean? You were like, I don't know what it is. I'm talking this out in real time. But whatever it is, I don't like what I felt. And I said, did you feel jealous? And you were like, I don't think I feel jealous.
Because we went through all the emotions. Are you angry? Are you sad? Are you jealous? I was like, I'm not jealous because I don't want what you have. I'm sad and I'm angry and I'm upset that I'm not doing it with me.
Yeah.
Like, we're not working together.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have that. You know.
And these are the best friends that everybody keeps talking about. Fuck out of here, bro.
Let me say something. Anybody that's in my circle, I want to work with you. I want to put you on. I'm putting you in position. I like doing it together.
They're such best of friends that this is their.
How can we do this together? How can we
I'm not repeating myself. I said what the fuck I said in the other video. I still feel the same way. I don't care who think what. That's my opinion, and this verifies some more shit. First off, she broke. She got to go to H&M. I don't think that makes you broke though. That's a lot to even say that. It's like, oh, only broke people shop at H&M. I gotta shop at H&M with you brokies. Like, that's crazy to say, but that just verifies that she didn't have the means to even help this friend. The fuck? Like, well, we don't know how long ago this was. I don't know how long she was shopping at H&M. But the fact of the matter is, this woman, people kept saying, oh, she's a millionaire. I don't see that. I'm sorry. It's not giving millionaire like that. And I mean, you can make over $1 million, but not technically be a millionaire and like have millions and millions to give and spend. Technically, I've made millions on fucking YouTube. I don't classify myself as like a multi-millionaire, like, and I could just give money, you get money. Like, I'm not in that position. I still keep finances in mind to a certain degree sometimes. But you know, I still wouldn't consider myself like so rich and I could just pay for everybody's everything. I definitely am not in that position. But I mean, if you want to be technical, you can say, oh yeah, you can say that, but it doesn't mean that I'm fucking Oprah or I'm Rihanna and I got that much money. I feel like people are very just out of touch, and you hear that word and you think that millions and you think, oh my God, you just have all endless money, and that's just not how it works. And you also have to keep in mind, this social media space is very unpredictable. You could be very up one minute and down the next, like that. So it's not even smart to be like super giving all these people all this type of money. And yeah, talking about their best friends. This don't sound like fucking best friends to me. Like, what? Their relationship sounds very weird.
Money together. How can we build together? How can we go?
And another thing, it's also odd because it's like, help a friend to what degree? Because struggle is perpetual. Let's be fucking clear. Unless you are you have a job lined up, you would need someone to basically take care of you. It's not like, oh, this is a one-time thing to help you out. Let's say, okay, she can't eat. Let me buy your groceries for the month. Okay, what about next month then? She's still struggling. At some point, you have to pull yourself up out of that and make some shit happen for yourself. You can't depend on someone to carry you. It's like, how much do you expect someone to carry you? It's not like, you know, oh, just I asked you, hey, can you pay for my groceries one time? You said no. No, it was like, oh, I was struggling. I was, living with my parents, and I, wasn't able to pay for this and that. It's like, okay, that sounds like perpetual struggle. And it's like, what do y'all want B. Simone to do? Like, just finance her lifestyle? Just keep paying her bills and stuff every month until she, figures it out? Like, I just feel like that's very vague, and that's very odd to place all of that on one person, especially when y'all don't even sound like best friends to me. This don't sound like no best friend relationship to me. And especially when this woman is talking about she got to shop at H&M. Again, I don't know how long ago it was. I don't know their situation. But that's why we all need to really shut the fuck up, because we don't know the details of their dynamic. I think it's odd to... Well, other people need to shut the fuck up more than me. Because my thing is that we don't really know what's going on. I think it's odd to put that pressure on her. That's my only stance. And it's in response to so many people having the strong stance that B. Simone is this terrible friend. She's horrible, and how could you? So my response was to those people and being like, y'all are ridiculous. Like, what do y'all expect her to do? So it wasn't to the friend, because that's what people were telling me too. Like, oh, you should react to more videos about this because the friend isn't saying that B. Simone needs to help her. And my response wasn't to the friend. Even when I was reacting to the Impressive vid, I kept saying Impressive was sick for the things that Impressive was saying. So my response is to people who are coming at B. Simone. I don't give a fuck about B. Simone. I don't care. I don't keep up with her content whatsoever. But I think that's very unfair. How people were placing that on her and being like, well, how dare you let your best friend like struggle and da-da-da. And it's like, anyway, I already said what I have to say about that. But very interesting that she's now talking about she's broke. And it's like, looky. Y'all acting like this woman had unlimited billions to just pull everybody out the struggle. Like, what?
Together. How can we all pitch in together? How can we be millionaires? I want to do it together. Yeah. And there was a point in my life where I had that. And
she's weird.
So
But what? Like, just be happy for your friend? What do you mean? Like, I feel some type of way because why we ain't doing this together? Everything don't need to be done together. And you saying you wanted it to be done together, but when she was struggling, y'all wasn't struggling together. So I think that is an odd thing to say, but all right.
I feel like since that has ended, that season, I've always yearned for it again. But it's just been a season of solitude for 2 damn years.
So B. Simone has been getting a lot of backlash from her podcast.
Why would she put this out there? I just couldn't.
Interview with her friends. And Pretty V, who is also supposed to be B. Simone's friend, took to her Instagram and her TikTok and posted.
This sheds a lot of light too. I'm gonna also shut the fuck up about certain things, because I have shared some personal stories. I mean, very lighthearted. It's nothing that deep to me, but I feel like people will pry a bit and dig deep and try to make something a bigger deal than it actually is, because they don't seem like they have an issue. This doesn't seem like their relationship is falling apart. It seems like they're just talking through, their feelings and whatever, but people have made this a huge deal. And it's just a reminder that I need to be quiet, because I have some like friend story times and stuff on my Patreon and whatnot, and I'm just like, and a few people have like left comments saying like little weird shit in reference to that, and I'm like, I'm never sharing again. I'm not. I get constant reminders anytime I try to open up just a little bit and say some shit. It's like I get constant reminders why I need not to do that. And B. Simone shouldn't have done this. I don't know why she even put this out there, because people are very judgmental without knowing all the details at all, and they love to be in your business and talking shit.
This message now, this message was clearly for B. Simone, but people are confused. Some people feel like Pretty V was being shady and it's some beef between these two ladies, and other people feel like she was just being real. Take a listen.
The word of the day is so what? So what if they don't like you? So what if they hating on you? So what if they mad at you? So what if you ain't got no friends no more? So what if you're gifted and your friend is gifter? So what if you didn't get the audition and your friend did? Be happy. So what if you're lying down with a man who say he love you and tomorrow he's cheating on you? You decided to stay there. So what? So what? So what? We got to stop looking at why am I in this place? And, what's happening to me? And why people don't like and care. So what? That was your choice. You need to move on. You need to ask God for strength in this season and peace and the capacity to do his will and his way. So what? That you're broke. Go get you a job. So what that you got money? Ask God to maintain that, because there's seasons where...
I don't know if she's talking about B. Simone though. I think the timing is a little a little iffy. It kind of sounds like she's alluding to B. Simone's situation, but I feel like she is kind of speaking in general. So this doesn't sound like she's being shady, but maybe she is. I don't know.
You're up and you're down. You're here and you high and you low. So what?
But I feel what she's saying, and I honestly agree to a certain degree. I feel like a lot of people have this woe it's me victim mentality. A lot of people. I feel like because it takes away the responsibility of your life going the way that it is. Your life isn't where you want it to be. So you have all of these excuses why you are not in the position that you want to be in. And I do feel like that's why a lot of people were against B. Simone in this situation too. Because a lot of people got that victim mentality. Like, you my friend, supposed to help me out. Bitch, help yourself. What? Nobody is obligated to help you do anything. I would never ask any of my friends for $1. Like, never. And I've been broke. I've been real broke many times in my life. I never ask people for nothing because I'm a grown-ass woman and I got to figure shit out. But a lot of people don't have that mentality, which is why a lot of people have a life of mediocrity and they don't make shit happen. A lot of people ain't out here making shit shake. That's why, people be struggling and they want to put the blame on everybody else. And why you ain't helping me and why you ain't doing... What? Because you gotta make shit happen for your fucking self. So what? So I agree with what she's saying. I honestly do.
Got some haters. So what? That you're creative. So what? That you're mad. So what? That you're happy.
I was just talking about B. Simone.
You gotta stop caring about the noise.
That's a word.
That continues to target you. You just got to be you and do you. And walk into your destiny or walk into your purpose. And whatever good that's out there will be a magnet to you. But so what if you fly? So what? So what? That's the word of the day today is so what?
And obviously this doesn't mean that you can't help anybody ever. That's not what the fuck that means. But it was the entitlement of people expecting B. Simone to help her friend. Not the entitlement of the friend. Well, the friend did have some entitlement at some time. Talking about, you should have came to my house with flowers when my grandma died. I thought that was weird. But my issue was more so with the audience's response and then feeling like the friend was entitled to B. Simone's money. And I feel like that's the problem.
Get out your head.
I had something else to say, but I lost my train of thought. When I remember, I'll continue.
Be who God called you to be. Because I'm going to be who God called me to be.
But all in all, B. Simone has rubbed a lot of people the wrong way after their podcast.
Oh, what I was saying is, you can help people. Like, I just helped a close family member not too long ago who hit me up. So it's like, I definitely am not saying I would never help anybody, but I am way more inclined to help family over friends, if I'm being honest. But also, I've never in my life, well, maybe when I was a fucking child, I was in middle school or something, but not as an adult have I ever had a friend ask me for money, ever. Because I don't surround myself with bum bitches like that. And yes, I know people, they ain't gonna like that. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say what the fuck I gotta say. You're not a bum because you're struggling, because I've struggled many times, okay? You're not a bum for that, but you are a bum if you are looking for a handout. And again, I know that this woman, well, I don't know her, but it doesn't sound like she was looking for the handout, but people are kind of speaking for her as if she is owed or deserved a handout. And nobody owes you shit in this world, not even your family. Nobody owes you anything. And I don't surround myself with women who can't make shit work for themselves. I never have. Like, literally not ever in my adult life have any of my friends ask me for money. And maybe because they know I wouldn't do it. If we keep it at 1,000. And if you want to say that makes me a bad friend, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I'm not helping anybody when we all have the same 24 hours in a day. You are able-bodied. You're not disabled. You can make shit happen and get a job. Why would you come looking to me to help you when you can make things happen for yourself and you have family and other people to lean on? Why would I be your first person of contact? That doesn't make any sense to me. And I have many close friends, let's be fucking clear. And my close friends, they definitely value me. We have many conversations. They have shown me in many different ways that they value me as a friend, as I have shown that I value them as friends. But it's never been about finances and them expecting me to give them money or me expecting them to give me money. So I just don't operate like that with people. And that's just my personal decision. And I don't give a fuck who think what about it. If you going through your fucking life as a grown adult and you expecting people to help you or your friends, I don't say people, because I feel like if you can lean on anybody, it should be family if you are in desperate need. But you thinking that your friends should help you and pull you out of a situation, especially when it's perpetual. If it was like a one-time thing, like, hey, I'm going through something right now. I don't have the money to pay for my car got towed. I really got to go to work. Can you loan me this and I'll give it back to you? That's a very different situation. I would respect that a lot more than just being like, yeah, I'm struggling and I'm going through it and can you help me? Can you help pay my bills and this and that? Until when? I don't know. Until I get out of this. It's just like, what? So that's a different situation. I just don't agree with that mentality. And once again, I don't think this woman has that mentality, but seeing people's response to the situation, it sounds like they have that mentality. And it's like, it's giving bum. I'm sorry. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Make some shit happen. Like, what? No matter what you have to do. If you got to go work at McDonald's, if you have to have 3-4 jobs, make shit happen. Like, I don't know.
It's an interview. Now, it was other clips going around that didn't make B. Simone look good.
This comes from somebody who I've worked my whole life. I feel like I'm a bit harsh in that sense, and I have this mentality because I've been working since I was fucking 12. Okay, before I even could work, I was getting paid under the table. I was illegally working. Okay, I've worked. I've been broke many times in my life, but I have always made a way. My mentality is you can always make a way. When all odds are against you, you can always make some shit happen. So I just feel like it's unfair to get upset with somebody because they're not helping you when you are a grown-ass, able-bodied adult. I think that's weird. Again, I'm not saying she's doing this, but y'all, okay, y'all, those of you who feel like, oh, Big Simone, you a bad friend, your friend's struggling. My best friend could never struggle. Okay, that's you, sure. If you want to carry your best friend through life because y'all all best friends and you want to buy them food, pay all their bills and shit until they figure it out, that's your business. Congratulations that you that loving and caring, cool, good for you. But not everybody has that mindset and not everybody wants to do that. And again, it's like, struggle is perpetual. It wasn't like, oh, I wanted you to just help me this one time with groceries or help me this once. It wasn't giving a one-time thing. She was saying she was broke, living with her parents, It's like, that's giving that you're going to be struggling for a while until you get on your feet. Sometimes it takes people months, even years to get on their feet. So is she supposed to carry her for that long until she get on her feet? Fuck out of here. I'm not doing that for nobody.
At all. Including a clip where her friend was talking about how she was down bad and she watched B. Simone give money and do for everybody else but her.
For family, for the wrong people. The money, I done gave people money. I done bought houses.
That's also something to consider as well. I think it's very odd to call her a bad friend when she's saying that she's done this for other people. You're saying that you have helped many other people. So because she didn't help this one person, y'all like, oh, that makes you a terrible person, a horrible person. That's not rooted in logic. You sound stupid. You don't make any sense. Like, she helped these other best friends, but she didn't help this one best friend. And let's be clear, a lot of women, they be having multiple best friends. I think, anyway, that's a whole nother topic. But so she's helping other people, and then it's draining her to the point where now she got to shop at H&M. There's nothing wrong with H&M. I wear H&M. This is an H&M hoodie, I'm pretty sure. So, and I have multiple H&M hoodies. But, so I don't think there's anything wrong with shopping there, but it's like, she clearly isn't this billionaire that y'all making her out to be.
Divorces. Now, think about how I feel.
I've been yapping too much, sorry.
When I tell you, didn't have a job, living with my parents, a single mom, all this happened to me this past year.
Jesus.
And then it's like, to not have resentment in my heart towards you because I saw you do this for other people.
Jesus.
I saw you give a check to somebody to help them through whatever they went through. And it's like, God, like, I love them. That's my soul. And I can't get a...
Oh, she said this was within the past year. So this is very recent. And B. Simone clearly she's broke recently. So this is all very recent that all this took place. So she's supposed to be expected to carry her friend as she's her money is declining and she's in a financial bind, so to speak. I don't want to say bind, but she's not as up as she previously was. But she's expected to carry this friend who already lives with family, so she has family to lean on. None of this makes sense.
Nobody didn't give me a handout, but guess what? That wasn't your responsibility.
And yeah, that's why I kept saying I never was responding to her. It was always to people saying that, hey, B. Simone, you're terrible, horrible friend, terrible person, never help anybody. She showed that she helps people. But why aren't you helping your best friend? Who are you to say who should help who? The fact that she is helping people, you know, and clearly it drained her. She helped them too much. But calling her a bad person or a bad friend, I feel like it's very stupid.
I had to take me through that for my own season, for my own thing. I had to get my car repossessed.
Jesus.
I had to go through the food stamps line. I had to be on Medicaid. Because whatever I'm building my story too. But it's like...
And it's also another clip going around where...
Welcome to the club, and that's the thing. The last thing I'll say. Sorry, y'all been too much. How much time has it been? That helps build character. All right, like I said, I've struggled many fucking times. I just recently started making a good amount of money, but I've struggled a lot, and I feel like it helps you. Once you go through that shit, you pull yourself out of that, you can get through any fucking thing. I feel like I can do anything. Nothing will keep me down because I have been through that. And I wasn't expecting people to help me or, you know, get me out of a bad situation. And I feel like that's what all adults should be expected to do. It's like, yeah, I don't want to help you because you a grown ass adult, but I also want you to help yourself and pull yourself out of this. It'll make you stronger. I'm rooting for you. You can do it, girl. I'm giving you emotional support. That's what the fuck I'm here for as a friend. I'm giving you emotional support. I'm here for you if you need to talk or whatever the case, but you thinking I'm your personal bank account whenever you need it, that's not happening. Fuck out of here. What are we talking about?
Simone asked her.
You can always make some shit happen. And that's the other thing too, bro. We got the internet. We have the internet. We have unlimited resources. You know how many YouTube videos I've seen, how many websites, how to make money, side hustles, that we have unlimited information at our fucking fingertips, and you still ain't making nothing happen? You still in an unfortunate position for a long time? Like, that's crazy to me. How? But apparently, you know, it worked out for her. She's not in a bad situation anymore. But it's like, that's also why I don't really have a lot of sympathy for people. I'm just like, how in 2025 are you like, I don't know, I'm just broke, I don't know what to do. You know what to do. You're lazy. You're not actually putting in that work. And not everybody needs to be rich. I'm not saying you have to be a millionaire or super rich, but there are so many resources for you to make shit happen. You have to be honest with yourself, look yourself in the mirror and ask, am I really giving this my all and trying to pull myself out of struggle? You know you can't honestly say that, because people who are really determined to pull themselves out of fucking struggle and get out of poverty, they make it happen, because that's what you're working on day in and day out. You're gonna get out of that situation if you actually dedicate yourself to it. But if you up here, you gonna help me? We best friends, so where my money at? And if you don't help me, you a bad friend. What? What type of goofy ass, bum ass behavior is that? Fuck out of here. So I don't respect that bum mentality. I don't. And again, I don't give a fuck who think what about it. That's how the fuck I feel. That's bum mentality to me. I'm not calling this woman a bum for the 1,000th time. I'm not saying she thinking like this. People who are defending her, I feel like they have this mentality. Things that I've seen, like in the shade room comments and shit, I'm just like, bunch of bums. What the fuck is y'all even talking about?
Friend, if she thinks she's a good friend, the friend said this.
I think you're an amazing friend. I think you...
But y'all think shit. Everybody shut up.
I think you... I think that you...
Okay, it's not like she...
It's the best way to describe it. Okay, this happened. Mm-hmm. And my grandma passed away. Mm-hmm. And you said...
this part.
I was crying, you let me talk through, and it was the best conversation. Mm-hmm. And then you were like, let me know what you need. You know, if you want me to come over, if you want to bring flowers, if you want me to do this. And it's like, in those moments, I don't want you to say that. I just want you to come over with flowers. I didn't want you to be like, Jesus. You feel weird asking somebody to do certain things like that.
Wow.
So at this point, nobody is feeling B. Simone. But this is how I feel about the situation. Now, do I feel like Pretty V was talking about B. Simone? Absolutely. Do I feel like Pretty V was saying that to be ugly and hateful? No, I feel like she was being real. But my thing is, I understand how women, they feel like, let me be open to the public, let me be transparent. But I feel like when you're a public figure, that doesn't always work in your favor.
I agree.
And this is a perfect example, because B. Simone was liked. I mean, it was some people who didn't like her. I think over the years, she lost some fans because of her actions. But after this podcast, it's like like people completely turned against her. I think it was no reason for her to sit there and bare her soul to the internet. Some things are best kept between you and your friends. Now, again, I understand some people feel like, oh, I'm being transparent so I can help anyone who's going through this. Well, sometimes that's not in your best interest. And I feel like this was not in B. Simone's best interest. And she should have never put her business out there like that. But y'all let me know, what do y'all think?
That's a word. I agree with that 1000%. You know, you try to be open and transparent, but then it backfires because people want to try to throw that back at you. Like, whoa, what? And you don't even got all the details. It's like, fuck out of here. You don't know what you're talking about. And look, the girl is saying, I think you're an amazing friend. So how y'all calling her a bad friend when the girl that we talking about is saying that she's an amazing friend? But she hesitated right there because she's like, but you didn't bring me flowers that one time when my grandma passed. But, all right, girl. Anyway, good luck to them. We can wrap this the fuck up. I don't want to react to nothing else related to the situation. I said what the fuck I said. That's how I feel. I don't care how you feel. I don't care how anybody feels. If they feel like I'm a bad friend or I'm a terrible person or whatever the case, I don't give a fuck. That's how I feel. And again, I've never had friends who've asked me for $1. I don't even have friends who've been in a situation where they're like, oh, I'm struggling so much and I'm just going through such a hard time and I need help. Like, I've never even heard my friends say that. And I don't have super rich friends at all. Like, I have friends who work regular jobs, but my friends, we all share a similar grinder, go-getter, hustler mentality where we gonna make some shit happen. And maybe that's because we live in LA and that's like, you gotta have that mentality. You can't live in LA and be lackadaisical and like, oh yeah, maybe something happened one day. No, you gotta make some shit work. So maybe that's why, I don't know. Anyway, wish them the best. Hopefully they figure it out, I guess. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think though, and I'll see y'all in the next time. Bye.